Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be ranking IZ*ONE's title tracks. So in honor of me finally finishing Produce 48, so I can actually look at IZ*ONE and not be spoiled for the show, I thought that I would rank all of their title tracks, especially considering the fact that while they were active, I wasn't really into them. So most of these songs I have fresh ears to, other than hearing the chorus a million times on TikTok and the few songs that I actually know. So just a few quick disclaimers before we get into the video. First off, this only includes their main Korean title tracks. There's no singles or collabs or anything like that on here, which also means that I won't be including their Japanese title tracks. If you're wondering why I listened to 5 seconds of anyone, and then you will completely understand why I didn't include them in this video. And second of all, this is just my opinion, but we all already know that, so let's get into the video. Coming in at number 5, we have Fiesta. So looking at the song, it's very beautiful. They have amazing choreo. I just feel like that's a note for every single one of these songs. The performance aspect of them is amazing, and their choreo is always top tier. But it's also you can tell it's exhausting, so I feel kind of bad for them. But anyway, getting into the actual song, a lot of songs have this thing at the end where after, during the last chorus, after the bridge, they switch it up or they do something interesting. I wouldn't say a lot of songs do this, but it's something that I really like. And this song has that, but I feel like it doesn't really help the song. It doesn't elevate it or make the rest of the song even better. It sort of works against itself because the ending is so good that I'm why wasn't the rest of the song as good as that? So I just feel like the ending has the most depth, and it's the part that I want to listen to the most, but it only happens once, and it's the rest of the song is not worth listening to just for the ending. So yeah, but I think my biggest draw or issue with this song is that it's just so basic in the grand scheme of their other songs. Obviously they're not going to be around for years and years, so they don't have time to make a sound and then develop it and build it and all of that. But so they kind of just went with, let's do one thing and do it well. So all of their songs do have a similar feel and vibe to them, which is fine. But this one just feels like the least inspired of all of the songs that they have. It's just not super unique. It's just kind of there, and it's I just don't really like it that much. So that's why it's at number 5. At number 4, we have Violetta. This song also has the whole pickup thing in the end, but rather than how I felt in Fiesta, it was working against the rest of the song. I think this one sort of works with it, but the ending again is definitely the best part. So I just feel the rest of the song isn't as good, but it's a lot more listenable than Fiesta. So again, it's just kind of there. It doesn't really stand out with their other songs, but it's definitely not I feel I wouldn't skip it if it came on. So yeah. Number 3, our lovely middle child, Panorama. I was not expecting myself to love this song as much as I did. I heard it and I was kind of caught off guard because, again, this was one of those songs I kind of heard on TikTok and Instagram and stuff, the chorus at least. So I kind of felt I knew what I was getting into, but hearing the whole thing in its entirety, it's so fun, and it's just it doesn't get boring or anything. I don't know, I just really, really like this song. And I'm not saying that I'm easy to please, but I think we all know what part of the song I like the most. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? So yeah, I just really like this song. It's just super fun, and it's a nice listen. So that's why it's at number 3. Number 2, we have Secret Story of the Swan. Now, this song is so much better than I remember it being. This was one that I actually listened to in full. I don't know what compelled me to do that, but I did. And I was yeah, okay. But listening to it again, I'm ooh, this song is good. It's just so fun. And I just feel it was the perfect switch up because I was listening to their discography chronologically. So I went from Lavion all the way to Panorama. So by the time I was getting to this song, I was guys, I know that this is what we're doing, but it kind of starting to feel you're making the same song over and over again, and I was getting a little bit bored. So this was the perfect way to switch it up. I loved the horns in the beginning. I know some people have said that they thought they're really annoying, but I feel they bring in this marching band vibe. Momentary side note tangent, I feel IZ*ONE would have absolutely killed a marching band concept. Like I know for like one stage of this they wore marching band outfits, but like an actual like fully fledged like super instrumental and like drum heavy song, they would have like pulled that off so well. Missed opportunity. Anyway, back to what we're actually talking about. Um I do have a couple like, they're not really like gripes with the song, kind of just like little things I wanted to point out, and just like comments about like their positions, I guess, overall. So first with like the vocalist, I feel like Yuri is always the one hitting the high notes, which like is good, and I love her. I absolutely love listening to her voice. But like I watch Produce 48, like I know that Chowan and Yujin can also hit those high notes. So I'm kind of sad that like she's like the only one that ever like hits them, and they both have nice vocal moments, but like she obviously gets like the big like killing parts. So yeah, which again, she pulls them off really nicely, but I would have liked to see them share the love. But I feel like that's like not just an eyes one thing. Like I think that's like sort of a K-pop thing in general. But anyway, and moving on to the rappers, it was sort of weird listening to the songs. Okay, so what I was saying with like them getting formulaic, I literally feel like during like almost every song, right after the first bridge at the beginning of the second verse, there's always like some sort of breakdown. And I feel like during that, there was a different person rapping every time. They wouldn't always go for like full on rapping. Sometimes they would do like a sing rap kind of thing in the breakdown, but the music was different. So your brain is like, this is a rap section, even if they're not exactly rapping. And but I feel like Yena was a person that always did the best while rapping, or like she just kind of like, she sold it the most, I guess. She has a lot of stage presence and she's just a really good performer. So I just found her rapping the most enjoyable. And based on their concept, they really don't even need a rapper at all. Like when you get to songs like Secret Story the Swan, it like fits and you're like, okay, I like hearing a rap in this song, but like some of their other songs, especially like the more cutesy ones, it's like it's not always necessary. So I like that they didn't like overly go into it, but I don't know. I just like when they're rapping, if they're gonna be rapping, I want them to like have Yenna do the rap, and like Cheon can do a little supplementing because I really like their little duo in Secret Story the Swan, this song. But other than that, everybody else can do like the little sing rapping whatever in like the breakdown parts. But yeah, Secret Story this one, great, amazing, stunning, love it. At number one, we have Miss Lavion Rose. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? This song is, I don't even know where to begin. It is truly incredible. Like, I remember before I actually listened to it, I heard like bits and pieces here and there, but I never listened to it. Like, it almost felt like I was like, I knew I would like it, but I was like afraid. I don't know why, but I feel like I was right to be afraid. The song is incredible. It has no business being this good. Like, this is easily one of my favorite girl group debuts ever. Like, it's top five, probably even top three. It is so good. I love it so much. I just love so many things about the song. I love the vibe and like the vocals, and also just the presence that the song has, and the way that it blends like their like cuter, like bright, fun concept with the more powerful moments like Eunbi's voice in the chorus. And just there are so many moments of like power within this song, and they feel so natural, and just everything about the song is incredible, and I love it so much. And I easily think that it's like their best song, and it's so enjoyable. Like even years later it still holds up, and I just love it so much. So it has to be number one, topping the list of my as one song ranking. So there it is. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video.